Hey guys, welcome back to Umineko. Forcefully opening the door with a clunk, Rosa flew in with Mariah. Is Genji San or anyone in there? It doesn't matter who brings us a bath towel. There was already a full-blown typhoon outside, and it was starting to pour down hard. Even though she had an umbrella, Mariah had been in the rose garden amid all that wind and rain the whole time. She had grown ice cold. Mariah had gotten into a minor fight with Rosa in the rose garden and had been told to stay there. She had done as she was told and had continued to wait in that spot, even though rain was pouring down. Rosa certainly had gotten a little emotional and angry, but Mariah's stubbornness whim was probably more to blame. The cousins who had seen that exchange were relieved to see that the mother and child were close to each other again. Rosa scrubbed Mariah's head with a towel. She seemed overcome with worry that Mariah had caught a cold, but Mariah herself was nonchalant. Are you okay? You didn't catch a cold, did you? Maybe we really should go back for now and get a change of clothes. Ooh, I'm just fine. More importantly, I'm hungry, so food's better than changing clothes. Ooh. She looks okay, Aunt Rosa. She's gotta be, if she's dispirited. That's really good thing she had an umbrella. I was thinking she might be soaked to the bone. The fact that she had an umbrella certainly is a silver lining. But Mariah, even if you had an umbrella, you gotta get to shelter. Everyone starts running so hard, okay? Little girls definitely shouldn't let their bodies get cold. Ooh. It's okay, Jessica Chan. It's Mama's fault for telling her to stay there. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Ooh, I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl for doing what Mama said. I stayed there even though it's cold. Stayed there until Mama came. Ooh. Yes, you really are a good girl, Mariah. You did exactly what Mama said. Very well done, but next time, even if Mama tells you to do something, find some shelter if it starts raining like that, okay? Promise, Mama. Ooh, promise, Mama. Ooh. As Rosa gently held Mariah, they joined their pinkies together and promised. Battler and the others realized that by touching her mother's pinky, the warmth that started to return to Mariah's body. Kennica, thanks for the towel. That really helped out. Then, if you excuse me, as Kenny bowed with a blank expression, as though he'd done nothing that required a gratitude, he left the parlor. Okay, it's already dinner time. Let's all go together. I'll even give Mariah my dessert for being so good. Ooh, really, Mama? Ooh, get dessert. Ooh, love Mama. Hey, Mariah, don't jump around. Mama loves you too, Mariah. Love you, Mariah. Love Mariah. I love Mama too. Love Mama. Ooh. Rosa and Mariah looked really close. Even the cousins who watched started to feel long, forgotten warmth fill up their chest. You know that might be the age when you're on your best terms with your parents. It was like that for me. Mom was always yelling at me to study. That's because they love their children, and parents' love isn't always gentle and indulgent. My mother was strict with me too, but now I realize that it was because she treasured me so. Ooh, love Mama. Love Mariah. So shall we get some food? Let's be friends and hold hands. Ooh, be friends and hold hands. Mama and me, friends. Yes, that's right, Mama Mariah. Friends will always be like this. I love you, Mariah. What's going on all of a sudden? What's up? The sudden sound had come from the teacup Gretel had been holding, which had fallen and smashed. Sorry, I got careless. Sorry for dropping it. The cup on the floor smashed to pieces, and would have it made such a sound and had special pieces just by dropping it from that height? Even someone as sick at his bed could realize that she was the bad mood over something, but he could understand why she suddenly grew so displeased. When she made to bend over and pick up the fragments of the cup, Ronoff appeared out of nowhere and stopped her. You won't enjoy yourself. Leave the cleaning up to me. Shall I bring you another cup of black tea? I don't need it. I guess a demon black tea just doesn't match my taste. Oh, to think there's someone whose tastes aren't satisfied even by Ronoff's tea. I must respect your discerning palate. I'm getting bored, so I'll go out for a second. Bored? Wait a second, they start to get interesting about now. Maria is probably going to say that she got an umbrella and letter from Beatrice again, right? This is the essential part. Excuse me, sir, I'm calling on you to clean this up. Leave it to me. Without saying anything else, Gretel appeared up around the cord. Her form literally melted and disappeared into thin air. There was definitely a displeased expression on her face, but neither Battler nor Ronovan, of course, not Vito either, could understand why her mood had been so suddenly worsened. All that remained was the scent of the black tea she'd spilled. I don't like it. Not to be more blunt, it disgusts me. Ooh, why are you so irritated, Ange? Why are you saying? Isn't it obvious? Ooh, I don't understand. Even Mariana jumped that blank expression on her face irritated me. As I held my hands palms up in the empty air from out of nowhere, and a single book landed on them. It was Mariah Onichan's diary. Even though I didn't turn the pages were flipped through despite there being no end, and the door to Mariah Onichan's world opened. Why do you think I'm not happy, Ange? Think about objectively. By objectively, you mean from your viewpoint, right? Are you trying to say that the truth is different for you and me, Mariah Onichan? Truth could change its form depending on the observer, and the observers from the future always overrate that form. And what are you trying to do to my happiness? The pages of the diary were flipped through at a greater speeds, and a brilliant light poured out from the depths of the diary, swallowing everything up, painting over everything white. Sorry, Mariah, Mama has to take care of some work business that's piled up, so I need to stay hold of the company for a while. I probably won't be able to come back home until late at night the day after tomorrow. Ew, they won't about your promise to go to the movie with me on Sunday. Movies, she's by Rose's tone. She clearly forgotten that promise. Mariah's response to that was an apology for asking. I'm sorry, Mariah. I apologize for troubling her mother by asking that question. I'll stay home. I'll definitely wait patiently. I'll take a bath every day and change my underwear. And I know where the money is. I'll go to a different store every day. I'll try not to go out too late. If a policeman asks, I'll say I'm running errands for Mama. I'll do what Mama says, like Mama says. That's right. You really are being a good girl. If you do that, I'll buy you a present, okay? Go to bed by 9. You must tell the teacher and the adults that Mama's coming home, okay? Yes. So, Mama, do your best at work. Do your best. Finish your work and come back as soon as you can. I won't cry all night. I know the neighbors anymore. So, come back quickly. Well, then I'm busy, so I'll hang up. Be a good girl, right? Don't do then you shouldn't. Goodbye. Click. With the tone of fun, or not finality in her voice, Rosa hung up the phone without waiting for Mariah's answer. Mariah politely sat down in the receiver and turned to the sofa. There sat the stuffed animal Secretary, whom she'd been watching TV until a second ago. Secretary was holding the remote control to the TV. The TV had been turned off because of the phone call. He looked like he was telling her to push the switch because he wanted to watch TV again quickly. Secretary, I want to watch TV. You don't want to watch anymore, Mariah? If the echoes team gets all the questions right, they can stomach a huge comeback. Review. No, that's enough TV. Again, Mama was busy at their work. It didn't come home. Mama works so much overtime that she doesn't come home until late because she has dates or something. She's always coming home after drinking a lot of alcohol, even though she's not good at drinking. And with a pale face, she'll go straight into the shower and into bed. And because she has overtime on the weekends or something, she says she has to spend the night there and almost never comes home. Recently, she started saying something about how she's got a big job she's working on. So this sort of thing happens a lot. The pictures I did my best on during drawing time were laughed at by everyone. And it was so I wanted to show them to just a Mama once again. She won't be able to look at them for me. And I could talk about the time everyone pushed the job of cleaning up onto me. And I did it my best by myself. It was praised by the teacher. By the time I went shopping, the man at the shop said I'm always such a good kid and gave me a free can of coffee. And then there was a time I wanted to encourage Mama because she worked so hard on her job and hid a card for her under her pillow. And there's a lot of other things I want to talk about. Mama's working really hard at her job. She's working with all of her strength so that we can eat every day. I hate her job. If only she just quit. A job is an important thing for adults to do. It lets Mariah eat, buy clothes, pays for school lunches, and pays a deposit for summer camp. All that happens because Mama works and earns money. I don't need food, don't need clothes, don't need school lunches, or don't want to go to summer camp. It's unlike any other groups will let me join in. Or you just now on the phone, Mama promised that she'd buy you a present when she comes back from work, right? I think she made that promise because you're important to her, Mariah, and she'd feel bad if she made you lonely. Think so? You definitely won't, isn't a pain for her or annoying or anything. Mama always wants to be by your side all the time, Mariah. It's also painful and sad for her since she can't do that. I remember when she spent the whole night by your side crying. Yeah, I didn't understand why she was crying, but she was so sad, and I couldn't do anything but stay silent by her side. I remember the last day Mama said then, she said, "Thank you, Mariah." She said that just by being by her side, you were only allying her the world. Were you? Do you remember? Yeah, I'm only allying the world, she said. Secretary said the remote control on the table, crawled up into the sofa, sat on my lap and spoke to me, gazing into my eyes. I'm sure Mama feels the same way you do, Mariah. That it is I, Mama Drew, draws the designs Mama draws are only ones left at her by her clients. Only the only ones left at her by her clients. Okay. Only Mama's company has troublesome jobs pushed onto her by other companies. Mama is the president, so she gets to take care of everything by herself. Only Mama's company never gets included in the business of other companies. Mama's only ally is Mariah. We tell her to stop doing her job. Where in the world did you find an ally? So Katara, the only person I have in the whole world is Mariah. The only person Mama has in the whole world is Mariah. What about you, Mariah? I've got Mama, I've got you too, Secretary. So Mariah, you aren't lonely at all. Or are you? Ew. Just almost busy with her work. She can't be together with you very often, but please don't blame her for that, Mariah. In exchange, I'll always be here. Will be by your side forever. So don't cry, okay? Who are you? Can't your sadness be stopped if I'm with you? Ooh. Secretary. Ooh. Wow, wow. In the corner of Mariah's heart was she had been doing her best to see the drops of sadness falling drip down. Even though weekends when Mama didn't come home, I want that rare thing. It was as though that night was particularly painful for Seth compared to the other nights. Even Mariah's tears poured down. Mariah, don't cry. I'll always be with you. Even if you cry, Mariah, I'm a lion cub, so I won't cry even if I'm lonely. Even though I want to cry too, I won't. Why won't you cry, Secretary? Even though you're so sad that you can't hold back the tears, you won't cry. Who are you? Be if I cry, who will make you feel better? So I won't. After all, I want to get your spirits up. If I get my spirits up, Mama will come back. When Mama comes back, if she's welcomed by happy Mariah, I'm sure she'll be happy. Ooh, Mama will be happy. Ooh, if you don't do that, I'm sure her fatigue from work will be also healed. Then I'm sure she'll start feeling better sooner and will play with you a lot. When you come home, Mama's waiting for you there. And she's in the kitchen in high spirits, so you feel really happy. I'm sure Mama feels the same way. So if I watch over the house in high spirits, Mama will be happy too. Who are you? Secretary nodded deeply with his big head. The tears could keep falling from Mariah's eyes. If she could hear Mama with the tears staying face, Mama would probably get sad too. You know about it, Mariah. You can't use the magic that creates smiles if you're in swallowing too. Yeah, I know, so I won't cry anymore. Hey, Mariah, I have an idea for how to have fun time. Ooh, you want to hear it? What? I won't come back until late Sunday, so let's have a pajama party and keep it secret from Mama. Hey, pajama party. Until you get tired late tonight, eat candy and drink soda in bed and play with me. At pajama party, yeah, sounds fun. I don't have to go to bed at 9, alright? Mom won't get mad if I don't sleep. This is a secret between me and you only for when Mama's in around. So tonight, till you get sleepy, let's have fun all time. Let's eat jelly beans and try to guess what color we'll get next. Let's split up the peanuts and try to guess which half is to Grandpa. Let's search for treasure in the closet. And more, I wonder what it'll taste like if we mix cola and no soda. Ooh, I wanted to try it once, but Mama asked if it was okay and she got mad. Ooh, let's keep it a secret from Mama and try it out. Tonight, let's play a lot and laugh a lot and blow away our tears with happiness. Don't worry, it'll definitely be fun if I'm here. I'll definitely make you happy, Mariah. Yeah, I'll definitely be fun if Secretary is here. There, I'll be definitely be happy. Thank you, Secretary. I won't cry anymore. Let's play all we can, get happy all we can, and see we'll go back when Mama gets home. Eerie, tonight let's play a lot, feel a lot better. Let's have the kind of secret party that only can have when Mama is in here. For noise enough, I'm sure plenty of friends will come and play from the land of the beaten glass in Wonderland. Then we'll have so many friends that I won't be able to get bored. Review. And Mariah began her pajama party all alone with Secretary on her fun till late into night. She played by sticking her hand in the bag of jelly beans without looking, trying to guess which color she'd pull out next. Secretary had good intuition, could hit it right a lot. Mariah also had a brilliant streak where she guessed right 4 times in a row. And the game was split peanuts open and try to guess which one was the Grandpa. It was easier than guessing the color of the jelly beans, so she got it right a lot. Except that her salt-covered fingers was impolite, but that was the yummiest part. She liked both cola and mellow soda on her own. She hoped that by mixing her two favorite drinks, it might be a flash of light like alchemy, and a new drink that no one ever tasted before will be created. She got excited about it. If it turned out really delicious, she'll call it Secretary Soda and sell it. Ma unexpectedly had a weird taste that she hadn't hoped for, and the color was somewhat dull and thick. Maybe I shouldn't have been surprised that black and green mixed together would make this. Too bad I imagined it to become a sparkling pineapple color. And it was an awesome, incredible fun night. If this fun here, maybe Mama will feel like I'm home and drop by out of the blue. So I got the feeling that Mama might suddenly come home and went to the front door many times to check. But there was no way Mama would be able to come home when she was so busy, or he was just busy with work. But rather than feeling that loneliness, it felt just a little disappointing that Mama couldn't join in on this fun late night party. Sometimes I'll do this when Mama is around, let her join in. Mama likes some things I don't think are yummy, so she'll maybe really like Secretary Soda. When Mama comes back tired, I'll serve her some. And more than anything, I want to be at least right about this fun night in a letter and tell Mama about it, so these feelings of happiness will reach Mama too. Her work is always so tough, she comes home so tired, so I hope I could share this happiness with her. Mama will certainly come home tired on like Sunday night, and I hope I could brighten her day even just by a little sharing this happiness. I gently placed a letter on Mama's desk. Told Mama, good job with your work again today. Let me share my happiness with you. But Mariah. And I decided to give present to Secretary for proposing this wonderful party. It was a small red muffler I found when searching for treasure in the closet. When I was still very young, Mama knitted this tiny thing. Mariah was embroidered on it with knitting wool. I softly wrapped that muffler around Secretary. It's really soothing. My scenting is yellow with red and very well. Does it look good on me? Secretary looked embarrassed as he wore his first present ever. Yeah, it really looks good on him. Ooh, Secretary, thank you so much for everything. It was so fun tonight. I can't even remember why I was crying. Let's be together from now on. Let's always play and laugh together. Ooh, you, love you, Mariah. Me too, love you, Secretary. After playing so wildly, Mariah's room was a mess. Maybe she played a little too much. But I'm tired for today, so let's sleep together. Tomorrow we'll clean up together and welcome Mama with the clean room. Alright, Secretary. See, I am. No, you're so happy, right? Is this your happiness, Mariah Oni-chan? Yeah, I'm happy. Even though you were looking forward to that movie so much, and that was a promise that she definitely think you, she completely forgot. She just happened to forget because she was so busy with work. Even if she remembered with her work, there'd be nothing she could do. Whether she remembered or not, Mama always spent the night at work. She couldn't go to the movies. Whether she remembered or not, it's a minor issue. There's no way that's a minor issue. After all, when I was into the movie, and I found it's obvious that she completely forgot her promise. And when she heard that, Mariah Oni-chan's mood definitely darkened. Well, like you say, even if Aunt Rosette remembered her promise, you wouldn't have been able to go to the movies in the end. But even so, to think that your mother just forgot her promise to spend one of her few days off with you, it's sad. I'd be mad. Yeah, it was sad, because even if she had remembered, we wouldn't be able to go to the movies. But after that, I had a very, very fun night with Secretary. He must have thought that the pajama party looked really fun too, man. There's no way that would be fun. I mean, all that Mr. Arnie did that night was just intentionally making a big fuss about nothing. Also, you could forget about that you were lonely and that your mother wasn't coming home. That's not true. I really did have fun party with Secretary. No, that's wrong. You were just so sad and you hated your mother so much by forgetting her promise that you made a mess of your room. Well, it was still like that ever written in my diary. It wasn't written anyway, but by reading the gaps between every line, I can understand your feelings. You didn't have a good time at all that evening. And you stayed up late and you were told not to. You broke the strict rule about eating sweets outside of snack time. And even when that didn't bury your sadness, you went wild in your room and made a mess of it, right? And after you made a mess of your room and you were all tired out, all you did was claw at the bed sheets and cry yourself to sleep, right? The diary does say that Mama probably forgot her promise about the movie. And I stayed up late in the pajama party Secretary and made a mess of my room, searching for treasure. Yes, and this is what that means. You were starving for Aunt Rose's love, Mariah Oni-chan. And Aunt Rose has always put her work and her public image first, always keeping you on the back burner. That's what disgusts me, because I know just how superficial Aunt Rose's word of love for you were. You should realize this yourself. So how can you say you're happy despite that? I don't understand that part of you, Mariah Oni-chan. Even at my age, I can't understand it at all. Why are you so sad? Why is it that you can experience a reality filled with misfortune and call yourself happy? I can't do it. I can't understand it. You're a sad kid, Ange. I don't get it. Why are you pitying me? Even though I felt about it, I really found pajama party was written about it in my diary. It's the same fact as observed by different people. It was a different form. I remember talking about something like this with Birkenstow. To this unfixed and changes its form every time it's witnessed. By the way it's perceived, in other words, depending on the person who perceives it, and single truth becomes different truths, and because of the past are painted over by its truth of future. In this diary, I wrote that what happened that night was very, very fun. You describe the events of that night as something very happy, and yet when you read the diary, the events of that night sound very, very sad. Even though you described it as a happy scene, I read between the lines and realized that it wasn't true. Stop it. This tells of a happy night. This is the truth of that night. Please don't take this happy truth and paint over with a new different truth. Are you happy this morning, Oni-chan? Yes, I'm happy. That's why I feel sad for you, since you wouldn't be able to feel happiness in a similar situation. I know I'm like she was then, just isolated with no friends. And she had accepted her isolated reality for what it was. But Mariah painted over her isolated reality with the reality of happiness. Who showed me and Mariah took a sad truth and changed it into happiness. That was the only and yet very large difference between me and Mariah Oni-chan. And even though I'm unable to accept it, I'm also jealous of that power. Yes, that's right, this is power. I was able to find happiness with that power. Because you don't have that power, you can't find happiness, Ange. What is that power? I don't know what to call that power either, not at this point in time at least. Eventually I was taught its true form. I'll talk about it later on the next page. So then late Sunday night, Mama came back with a present just like she promised. I'm back. Mama, welcome home. Where were you? Mama came back. Waiting to greet Rose as she returned home all tired out. Mariah was in an unbelievably good mood holding Secretariat. Most likely Rose's worn out expression was partly because she was really tired, but partly because it would be a pain when Mariah, who should have been grumbling after staying home for several days, or clinging to her sobbing. However, when she was welcomed by an unbelievably happy Mariah and found that her fears were unbelievably needless, Rosa couldn't hide her surprise. What's going on, Mariah? Are you in a great mood? Is someone here? It was strange enough to make Rosa think that friend had come over, and she come home right when they were having a good time playing together. But there was no other sheets by the entrance. Even though Mariah was in such high spirits, she had been home alone. At first, Rosa was suspicious that the cause of this unexpected good mood could be nothing good, but that was really with a needless fear in any event. Mariah had been in a good mood while she watched over the house. Even if Rosa's heart had been as cold as hard as rock, after being welcomed with a smile like this, Rosa started to honestly accept that smile, and smile rose to her face event automatically. And that smile, you could no longer see any of the weariness of someone who'd been unable to return home for several days. Mariah kept talking about what a fun time she'd playing their stuffed animal Secretariat. Rosa hadn't really imagined that the stuffed animal that she had herself had given would be so appreciated, and she couldn't hide her pleased surprise. I see, so you spent the time together at Secretariat. Well done, Mariah. Here's a present from Mariah and Secretariat for being so good. Here you a present. Ooh, what is it? Both Mariah and Secretariat jumped around. There were two presents. One contained an assortment of Western sweets. Inside was a Scotch cake. It looked both to be of very high quality, but Mariah was more interested in the other one. The other one was even a bigger box, and it was pretty heavy. Go ahead and open it. They might become a new friends for you, okay? For you and Secretariat, okay? Wow, what's this? Inside lay there like a chess pieces were about 20 small ceramic figures shaped like animals. Squirrels, rabbits, small dogs, birds, and cats, and they were all holding musical instruments. In addition to them, there was also a panorama-style background. A forest scene was drawn on it. The small forest animals were gathered in a plaza and looked like they were having a good time. There was a set on the table, and when she lined up the ceramic figures like chess pieces in front of it, it became a band of forest animals. Isn't it wonderful? I saw it in a store window and I was taken with it at a glance. This present for you being so good a girl at home, Mariah. Ooh, thank you, Mama. Awesome, Secretariat. Look how much our friends have grown. It's just like you said, Secretariat. It was true that if we had fun, nosy time, we'd get more friends. Right, didn't I tell you? Look, we get more friends. Ooh, believe that her gift had been appreciated. Rosa remembered that she'd been filled several days of weariness. Mama, you really worked hard. Go take a shower. If you take a hot one, I'm sure your weariness will go away. Want to take a bath? I'll choose what to put in the bath today. Thank you, but it's already late, so I'll get ready to go to bed. I'm almost tired, so I'll just take a shower and go to sleep. I have to get up early tomorrow. Yeah, I got it. Here, Mama, I'll take your coat off. I can do it myself. Oh, thank you. Mama, your coat is full of smells from outside. Ew, oh, sorry, something fell out. I'll pick it up, okay? But she goes to code receiver, ticket stub, or something fell out. It in Mama's pocket, so it's probably important. Maria hurriedly picked it up. It looked like a ticket for the green car or Shinkansen or something. Tommy, wasn't that place famous for its hot springs? At that moment, with a razor-sharp sound, the warmth atmosphere shattered. Instead of the Rosa, who had been there just a second ago enjoying the gift with her daughter and recovering from her weariness with a long way to return home, there stood a person who looked exactly the same but had a completely different, terrifying expression on her face. In her hand was the ticket stub that Mariah had picked up. She had stolen it from Mariah's hand in an instant. Just a few seconds too late, by the pain of her hand that had been hit, and her mother's expression, Mariah realized that she must have done something wrong, but she didn't know what she had done that got her in trouble. It was probably because of the ticket stub thing. Was she not supposed to touch it? Even though she had tried so hard to welcome Mama with smile with happiness, she had touched something important to Mama without asking and ruined that pleasant atmosphere. So Mariah apologized immediately. Just sorry. Even though she must have heard those words of apology, Rose's expression actually darkened. Maybe those weren't the words she had been hoping for. Mariah didn't know what to do instead of her mother's reaction. Then, even though she had been such an important ticket stub, Rosa crushed it up and hurried off to her room. Mariah didn't really understand what she had done wrong. Ew, I must have done something I shouldn't have. That paper must have been something important for Mama's work and her she without asking. You didn't do anything wrong, Mariah. That's why tonight was so very happy. Yeah, happy. And when Mama takes a bath and cleans her hair, she'll go back to being normal, nice Mama. So you mustn't worry about it. Uru, you're right. Mama's tired too. You mustn't worry about it. After all, we were so happy tonight, Uru. Just stop it. I can't watch this. And you think you're looking for happiness in the wrong way. You're the one who's wrong on it, Jen. How can you call this happiness? It's so pitiful that I can't watch anymore. What is, Mama suddenly got mad. That happens sometimes when humans get tired. Condemning a person because of a momentary misplaced emotion is very dull to view, Ange. I can't believe I'm hearing this from a 9-year-old. But that's not the problem. The ticket stub he picked up was clearly strange. What it was. There was something strange about it, and it had something to do with the happiness of that night, right? And it was called because she had been staying over at it, probably because of work, right? Why, Tommy, isn't that what you call a vacation? I mean, she left you and went on vacation, right? And you normally don't go on vacation by yours. You know, if that was a ticket for Tommy, that alone doesn't make you prove that Mama lied on my vacation, right? She lied on the phone and then changed her expression so drastically and grabbed it from me. What more proof could you want? It might have been from a business trip long ago, right? Or maybe she just happened to pick up some trash and put it in her pocket. It might have been a receipt from someone who worked for her who went on a business trip. In that case, it would be important for her work. It wasn't a toy, so I can't understand why Mama took it away. It's the evidence you talked about is only circumstantial, imagination, delusions. I don't know why you're interpreting it in a way that makes our relationship worse. I'm the one who doesn't understand why you're interpreting blah 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 in a way that's so convenient for Aunt Rosa. And I think that you're a pitiable child, and even though you're so many fragments lying about you that can make you happy, you can't find them. Instead, you only look at unhappy fragments and continue to get hurt. That's why you're scared of being hurt. And only start looking for happiness after you check and make sure there's nothing around you that could hurt you. Then when I talk with you on each end, it gets hard to tell which one of us isn't making sense. But you know what? There's a lot of happiness and unhappy fragments that fill up the world. So people who can't find happiness right beside them won't be able to find it no matter how hard they look. Like Telltale Mental, searching for the blue bird. Oh yeah, that story with the moral. You're the complete opposite, Ange. You're searching for a world without a fragment of unhappiness, but it's the same as a blue bird. So you'll be unable to find your happiness for all eternity. Is Bat or Hansel, or is he the blue bird? Give it a rest already. And in any event, I understand that not if happiness was wasted because of a single scrap of paper. It sure is scary that a single scrap of paper could do that. In that case, maybe the power to get your happiness back is also a lie in a single scrap of paper, right? Okay, guys, I'm going to take a few minute break here, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. And I'm back. Just when she forgot, just when she finally been able to communicate with Mara after so long, Rose's face twisted with a mixture of anger, sadness, and a fierce self-hatred as she flew into her room and closed the door. Mariah's sorrow had sliced into her chest sharper than a knife, and the time she noticed a cute envelope placed on her study table. It was probably that had come with the girls' magazine. To Mama, let me share my happiness with you, it said. She took it, and after hesitating, opened it and realized what was inside. And after letting 2 large tears drip down the paper, she flew out the room, hugged Mariah from behind as she headed for the bathroom. Buried her face into her daughter's back and cried, and realizing that she was the one who should be apologizing, she apologized. Why is Mom apologizing? There's no answer to that question. Look, we already made up. Something like that was absolutely nothing to worry about because of the friendship Mama and I share. To me, your happiness is too big for Maria Chan. I understand how you feel more or less. Before I realized I had that power, even I had a pitiful child. Even I was a pitiful child who could only find fragments filled with misfortune, just like you are now. What was that power? This power that I don't have, but you do. Are you saying that I don't have? Are you saying that I have unfortunate and you're blessed because I don't have that? There's words that you can't describe except with an abstract word like power. Yeah, you do want that, and that's why you've been reading my stories so far. Of course, I'll teach you. I'll show you the secret to that power, and just so that I taught you about long ago when you were little, right? Did you forget? It's okay. I remember now. No, she will teach you. She? Who's that? I shall teach you in Mariah's place. But Beatrice? The power Mariah has, but you do not. Yeah, the power I have, but Andrew doesn't. It's magic. Mariah and Beatrice stood together, and they started giggling because they stood at the same time. It was an instant reaction, one that didn't seem like a veto at all. Black tea was arranged on a table in a peaceful garden. Beto, Mariah, and Secretary who were seeing Mariah stop having fun chatting. Oh, I see. He's called Secretary, because this is your best friend. Maybe nice to meet you. I'm Secretary. Ooh, Secretary shy, so he's nervous. It's okay. Beatrice is also a great friend of mine. Ooh, you are Mariah's friends, my friends? Yeah, ooh, you're in the nine. Beatrice's friend too? Yeah. Ooh. Mariah just like to happen frequently for you in your everyday life. You know what? Is breathing a spirit of magic into it and organic matter and giving it life like this commonplace in your everyday life? Ooh, Secretary is an organic matter. He's a lion cub. Who are you? Except anyone makes for an excellent vessel. It is thought uncommon for spirits to be made to reside in them when they are spoken to by innocent children with no toxin. According to Beatrice, every time a child plays with dolls, the dolls actually gain a will and converse with them, sometimes even moving by their own will. However, because of their innocence and the power imbued in such a vessel is very weak, if they get struck with even a tiny bit of the toxic from a human's common sense, which says there's no way a dog could talk or move, they instantly revert to being non-speaking dolls. However, this secretarial stuffed animal of yours is different. Ooh, secretarial is a stuffed animal, but he is a lion. Ooh, I'm a lion cub. Where are you? Secretarial's in a lion club because he's still a kid, so he can't roar sometimes. Gazing at Mariah, who's playing around with Secretary by the table, loaded with tea. Beatrice stood on his side of admiration. How incredible this Secretary with the cloth and cotton vessel's shell has completely materialized into the human world. With his own personality, talks with his summoner freely and even moves by his own will. And even more surprising is that Mariah did not summon him using the name of a person from another world, but created him as Zero. After that, Mariah boasted to Beato that Secretary was her only friend, and she had many more than back home. It seemed nowhere there's some other stuffed animals and dolls who could talk and move their own world like Secretary. It was something natural for Mariah. It was more natural for stuffed animals to talk and move and become my friends of their own will. When she saw that Mariah experienced as something natural to which Beatrice felt the respect bordering on awe. Mariah, without a doubt, that power of yours is magic. Is it magic? I'm still a Richard Pickton, so I can use magic yet, right? No, it is magic because you could not use it consciously and you are still in acquaintance. But even what magical power it is, a materialization, and your friend Secretarial is excellent proof of that. Materialization, indeed, in your case, it may be fitting to call it creation, a piece of inorganic matter, that way I know soul of God in others' hands, but ever wholesome and through your magic. Furthermore, a strong magical power lies in the human world. This era is so full of the toxic that denies magic, summoning magical power, and can materialize a single life form. It's not easy even for me. It isn't hard to give birth to any number of soulless beings. However, giving birth to being with a soul is very difficult. This is what Beato asserted. I don't really understand what you're saying, Beato. You're saying Secretary is amazing. What you and Secretary are incredible. You should be proud. I see that which Kringle desired above all else seems to dwell most strongly within you. I don't have a clue what Buto is praising Mariah so much, right, Secretary? Ooh. What should be truly admired is not only that soul has been made to reside in a stuffed animal, even more significant is the fact that you change your own worldview. When it comes to giving birth to something from nothing, you stand out from the crowd. It's easy to make 100 from one, however, giving birth to one from a zero is not. When you do become a full witch beyond just become matching for me, becoming a match for me, you must grow into a great witch that even I must acknowledge as superior. A witch of origins, perhaps. I'm really looking forward to your future. Ooh, Buto said, I have a talent as a witch. Isn't that great, Mariah? Ooh, Buto, thank you for praising Mariah. No need to thank me, Secretary, that my friend truly suits you. And I'm envious of the talent of your master who was able to give birth to a friend like you. Ooh, thanks for complimenting my muffler. This is the present I got from Mariah. It's my favorite. And the size is truly like a muffler that was created just for you. I say I must also give my new friend some kind of present. Maybe Buto is going Secretary present. Of course, a gift from which must be something with magical power in that case, so he could be your friend for all time so that you can have even more fun playing with him. I shall give Secretary my magical power. With that, he should be able to materialize it even more strongly. I'll be able to have much more fun playing with that Secretary. How's that? What could it be, Mariah? Is it something scary? Don't worry, Buto won't do anything scary, right, Beatrice? Indeed. I believe you will like it. So that I can materialize even more strongly, a strong image will be necessary. Well, what we'll do, Buto crossed her arms with thought about what she could do to please them even more. Then right there was the form of yet another witch. It was Buto's teacher, Virgilia. Virgilia truly was a great witch. Since I already thought of Buto as a great witch, this person Buto called a great witch must have been a great witch. According to Buto, she sold it and rise up to the witch's feet and gain a magical power. I thought I heard some cheery voices. What a fun tea party this seems to be. Oh, teacher, perfect timing. I want you to look at this lion's cub. Here is Mariah's new friend. Oh, what a lovely lion son. I want to greet me. Hello, nice to meet you. Ooh, I'm Secretary. Secretary felt that Mariah stopped greeting Virgilia with half of his face poking out over the edge of the table. I see he was very nervous as this was a fridge that even Buto called teacher. Oh, an adorable name. As a reward for giving such a good greeting as a sweet for you. After waving her hands about, Virgilia held the palm of her hand upwards, as though she was lightly grabbing at the empty air. She held out her fist on from Secretary. When she opened her fist, it was one of those individually rubbed cough drops. You and my eyes are candy. Awesome. You know, that great Secretary. I'll make sure to thank her. Mary, thank you very much for the candy. Even though Virgilia was a great witch, she still treated us the demo like Secretary to an elegant greeting. Still teacher cough drops? Are you someone's granny or something? Can't at least pull out some strawberry milk candy? How rude. In that case, I won't be giving you any more. sorry. Well then, Mariah, take out your grimoire. Of course, your writing tools. Ooh, yeah, I'll take it out. What should I write? When you starting, I'll use this magic I learned from the teacher of magic to make the resident of another world materialize into a vessel. I think that by applying that, we may be able to further strengthen the power that makes his friend Mariah materialize. I want to give that as a gift to Mariah and her friend. I see for being that as our materialize, it should be that difficult. It could become a wonderful gift. Well, then I shall help you too, if only a little. It will be very reassuring if you assign for this magic as a witness teacher. Be glad, Mariah. This will be a wonderful gift. Ooh, what's happening? Is it scary? Is it? Don't know. But I don't think it's scary. What could it be? I can't wait. Buto borrowed it Buto borrowed the grimoire from Mariah's handbag and majestically flipped through the pages. Then she found an empty page of Mara nose with magic circles drawn on it and flattened it out. After gazing at Secretary with the grin, she suddenly started moving her pen. And this felt like a written declaration made by witches to a higher order world. As magic with whose effect could be controlled, the futures were on Virgilia's side. Mariah didn't understand when Buto was writing that first, but partway through she figured out the wonderful magical power of this document, and her eyes began to sparkle. Ooh, what is where she drawing? Ooh. Secretary was on her mouth, so she didn't know what was being on the table. But even if she had seen Secretary, probably would have understood. Also, Secretary, what a bit, almost done. It's amazing, Buto, amazing. When it comes to writing documents, the power of this child's talent is magnificent. You might even serve well as a secretary in the spirit world. How's this? Not so bad, right? After finishing her writing with an intense amount of concentration, Buto looked over the document again from a distance. It seemed she was fairly satisfied with her work. Mariah, who was also peeking in at it, let out a cry of wonder. Awesome, Buto, cute. Ooh. By the name of the Golden Witch Beatrice, I now acknowledge Secretary Mariah's child, teacher of your son his holiness. Yes, by the name of eyewitness, I acknowledge this oath. It is done. Virgilia signed, completing the written declaration. It was a document with the power to proclaim to the beings of a higher world as secretarial and most certainly materialized in the human world. The secretary who had been born from Mariah was nominated by two witches, Beatrice and Virgilia, and just the existence of it acknowledged by the higher world. That itself was a great magic of materialization. I'm going to be was apparently quite fortunate that Virgilia was here. And after all, depending on the number of quality of witches assigned for proclamations to the higher world, the power that resided in them could change drastically. Virgilia, in particular, had many friends on that higher plane, so her signature gave the proclamation that power of the witch Beatrice couldn't even compare. By this proclamation, I accept you, Secretary, as an individual with his own ego, and I welcome you as a friend in accordance with the contract of marriage sorcier. From now on, Secretary is a common friend, and for that I shall bestow upon you as a fitting form as a gift. Accept it. With the grimoire still open to the page with the proclamation, she turned it around and handed it to Mariah. Mariah showed it to Secretary on her lap. When my Secretary held that proclamation, he felt something hot and bright began to dwell, and his body moved with cloth and cotton. Even though he looked around nervous as a sensation he never felt before, that power strengthened, and eventually bright light completely swallowed him up. Now with the light disappeared, there Mariah's friend Secretary held a new form and existed. Ooh, you're cute, Secretary, really cute. Ooh, does it really look good on me, and isn't it embarrassing? Oh, it is a very lovely form, Secretary Chen. I figured the muffler was his charm point, and the ears. Animal ears sure are nice, truly cute. Let me nibble them later. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you very much for also present. And as only for thanks, this is out of respect for your wonderful magic and your friend. And now that you have reached this level, it would be not odd for you to graduate from being an apprentice at any time. From now on, I shall instruct you on even more new and fun magic. From this point forward, you may call yourself Mariah, an apprentice Witch of Origins. And Witch of Origins, indeed, is the title for which you seek to become a creator. Right now, you're just an enchanter, a magician specializing in forms of magical enhancement, whose only strength is to breathe magical power into small objects around her. But after all 1,000 years of training, you could conceivably use the magical compendium that resides inside your heart to create a galaxy. The talent of a Witch of Origins is very rare. Even though everyone has it when they're young, nor if you continue to hold on to it. This title is also proof that you have not lost your untainted heart. Ooh, Witch of Origins is awesome. I'll become one. Mariah, an apprentice Witch of Origins. Mariah is so incredible. Witch of Origins is incredible. You're amazing. Ooh. Eventually, you'll be able to call yourself a full witch, Lady Mariah, Witch of Origins. It may be a good time now to give not only Secretarial, but you as well an appearance fitting for your rank. Here, I shall give a proper offer for one who is still as an apprentice is worthy of using the title of a witch. When we go with the pipe, that was arcane, and go both like that appeared out of nowhere, grouped around Mariah, giving her a wonderful dress. It certainly was fitting for the girl who would eventually take the name of the Witch of Origins, combining both cuteness and dignity. Amazing, awesome, cute. I will understand these clothes to Mama too, can I? The full dress of a witch must also be shown indiscriminately. Its value increases if you're stingy with it. Then the great witch, the witch's prince, and their friend Secretary enjoyed a lively tea party. See, look how happy I am, and look how fun this is. Please don't be afraid of being happy. Becoming happy is the same thing as accepting your current misfortune. It means creating new happiness of your current misfortune. That is the magic of origins. I didn't want to acknowledge my current world. I couldn't bear to accept an isolated and painful world. That's why even though I was entranced by your world of my own and I couldn't cross the final line. I'll teach you about my magic of origins. No, I taught you before, right? And you used it before. Did you forget? You were also a witch of Prince Ames with your name into the marriage sorcier, weren't you? Yeah, that was true. Mariah Sorcier, that takes me back. I also had my name entered in there at one point, didn't I? Okay guys, I'm going to be ending the video here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all later.